Die vollständige Wortsammlung findest du über den Link in der Beschreibung. Kopiere sie mit einem Klick und lerne mit smarten Lerntools auf WordByWord.io.
In.
The book is in the bag.
In. On.
The cup is on the table.
Auf. At.
I am at the office. Bei.
To.
I am going to school. Nach.
For.
This gift is for you.
Für.
With. I live with my parents.
Mit. By.
The book was written by her. By von. From. I am from Germany. Von aus. About. Tell me about your trip. Über. Into. She walked into the room. In hinein. Through. We drove through the tunnel. Durch. During. I slept during the movie. Während. Before. I arrived before you.
Vor.
After. We will meet after work. Nach. Above. The lamp hangs above the table. Über. Below. The temperature is below 0. Unter. Between. The shop is between the bank and the cafe. Zwischen. Under. The cat is under the bed. Unter. Over. The plane flew over the city. Über. Behind. The garden is behind the house. Hinter. In front of. The car is parked in front of the house.
Vor.
Next to. She sat next to me. Neben. Near. The school is near my house. Nahe bei. Beside. He stood beside his friend. Neben. Across. The store is across the street. Gegenüber. Über. Along. We walked along the river. Entlang. Around. The children ran around the tree. Umherum. Against. He leaned against the wall. Gegen. Among. She was among the winners. Unter, zwischen. Within. Finish it within an hour. Innerhalb. Without. I cannot live without you. Ohne. Towards. He walked towards the door. In Richtung. Until. Wait until tomorrow.
Bis.
Since. I have lived here since 2010. Seit. Throughout. It rained throughout the day. Während überall. Beyond. The village is beyond the mountains. Jenseits. Despite. Despite the rain, we went out. Trotz. Except. Everyone came except Tom. Außer. Inside. Stay inside the house. Innerhalb drinnen. Outside. Wait outside the door. Außerhalb draußen. Opposite. The bank is opposite the station. Gegenüber. Past. She walked past the shop. Vorbei an. Upon. Once upon a time.
Auf.
Onto. The cat jumped onto the table.
Auf. Off.
Take your feet off the table. Von herunter. Out of. She walked out of the room. Aus heraus.
Up.
He climbed up the ladder. Hinauf. Down. She walked down the stairs. Hinunter. It's like. She sings like an angel.
Wie. As.
He works as a teacher.
Als.
Then. She is taller than me.
Als.
According to. According to the report, sales increased. Laut, gemäß. Instead of. I had tea instead of coffee. Anstatt. Because of. The game was cancelled because of rain. Wegen. In spite of. In spite of the cold, he went swimming. Trotz. Due to. The delay was due to traffic. Wegen, aufgrund. Apart from. Apart from English, she speaks French. Abgesehen von. Along with. She came along with her friends. Zusammen mit. Ahead of. She is ahead of the others.
Vor.
In addition to. In addition to salary, you get a bonus. Zusätzlich zu. In case of. In case of fire, use the stairs. Im Falle von. In favor of. He voted in favor of the proposal. Zugunsten von. In terms of. In terms of quality, it is the best. In Bezug auf. On behalf of. I speak on behalf of the team. Im Namen von. On top of. The book is on top of the shelf. Oben auf. Prior to. Prior to the meeting, I reviewed the files.
Vor.
Regardless of. Regardless of the cost, I will buy it. Ungeachtet. Thanks to. Thanks to your help, I succeeded. Dank. Up to. You can invite up to 10 people. Bis zu. With regard to. With regard to your question, I agree. Bezüglich. As for me, I prefer tea. Was betrifft. As of today, the new rules apply.
Ab.
By means of. She escaped by means of a rope. Mittels. For the sake of peace, I agreed. Willen. In charge of. She is in charge of marketing. Verantwortlich für. In common with others, I disagree. Gemeinsam mit. In comparison with last year, sales rose. Im Vergleich zu. In contact with. Stay in contact with me. In Kontakt mit. In exchange for. I gave my book in exchange for hers. Im Austausch für. In line with. This is in line with our policy. Im Einklang mit. In place of. He came in place of his boss. Anstelle von. In response to. In response to your email, I write. Als Reaktion auf. In return for. I helped him in return for his advice. Als Gegenleistung für. In search of. They left in search of food. Auf der Suche nach. In the middle of. The fountain is in the middle of the square. In der Mitte von. In view of. In view of the situation we cancelled. Angesichts. On account of. On account of illness, he stayed home. Wegen. On the basis of. On the basis of the evidence, he was convicted. Auf der Grundlage von. With reference to. With reference to your letter, I reply. In Bezug auf. With respect to. With respect to costs, we need to cut. Hinsichtlich. At the expense of. He succeeded at the expense of others. Auf Kosten von. By way of. We went by way of the park. Über. For fear of. She stayed home. For fear of getting sick. Aus Angst vor. In need of. The car is in need of repair. Benötigen. In the course of. In the course of time, things changed. Im Laufe von. On the point of. I was on the point of leaving. Kurz davor. At the cost of. Victory came at the cost of many lives. Den Preis von. As well as. He speaks English as well as German. Sowie. Far from. The hotel is far from the beach. Weit entfernt von. close to. The store is close to the station. Nahe an.